I'm Stan Moot, CTO with IBM, and the world of content piracy seems to be never ending. And I have Robin here to continue the chat about this. So, since our last chat in 2024, how has the piracy landscape really shifted, and what are the new challenges you're seeing emerging?
Hi, it's great to be back again. This year's been a really interesting year for some of the emerging distribution technologies to get more traction, particularly among our pirate operators, the pirate communities, who are always seeking different ways to get their content to their end users. We're actually seeing a couple of new technologies beginning to be used now. What we call peer-assisted streaming is a good example, where users within a pirate's audience or user group are actually contributing to the delivery of segments of video themselves. So it further distributes the load or the distribution activity of that pirated content. I think the other big attack vector that pirates are using is really going back to the source and looking for vulnerabilities and means to abuse the content delivery networks themselves that legitimate platforms are using to deliver their content to their own legitimate audiences or subscribers. So it's invariably referred to as CDN leaching, or DRM key injection is another way of describing it. But essentially, the pirate is putting the burden onto the original platform to deliver to their pirate audience themselves.
Yes, CDN leaching is, it was well hidden for a while, but it's becoming more and more important from that point of view. So let's just talk about blockbuster films and sports rights. Obviously, how's the value of the content changing?
I think that's really interesting. I mean, we're seeing some of the big global streamers acquiring licensing rights, particularly for live events and premium sports. They obviously see the draw factor that it has to their audience as they want to diversify their content mix. Pirates have known this for quite some time, and are already mixing both live premium content with well-stocked video on demand libraries. And you only have to look at a small selection of closed IPTV services, for example. These are those services that you pay to access. And they are fully stocked with the latest blockbuster movies, TV shows, some of which that aren't released yet, in full 4K HDR quality, often taken from the very platforms that are offering them exclusively to those subscribers.
So let's just talk about Friend MTS for a minute. So how does it work with regards to the solutions for rights holders as well as the owners of the platforms?
Well, I think having sort of hopefully not painted too much of a stark picture, the real positive shift that I think we've seen is far more collaboration with our industry. It is very much recognised as not a single party's problem to solve. It's very much an industry issue. It's an ecosystem problem that all parties, all stakeholders need to get together and to actually work the best way of dealing with that particular problem. And we're certainly seeing collaboration amongst technology providers, licensees and their rights holders, as well as other parties involved in delivery and making that content available to find better means of combating that particular problem. I think as well, we're being asked to delve much deeper into the pirate organisations behind some of these services. We're increasingly asked to deploy human intelligence investigation services to actually look at the individuals and organisations behind some of the most prominent pirate services. And that's in an effort to be able to not only map their infrastructure, but also understand the flow of money, to put together suitable technical evidence to support our customers with litigation or collaboration with law enforcement operations around the world. And you'll have heard many of those success stories in the press over the last 12 months or so.
Yes, yes, that's definitely been in the press for a while, and people have been convicted and things like that. So that's an important aspect of scary, and it is follow the money.
For
Yeah,
sure. I think one of the things to sort of tease out of that is looking at the data signals that we collect. And as you'd imagine, we collect billions of data signals every year, looking at all sorts of different aspects of this. But the real value is being able to decipher that and create meaningful insight that customers can use to actually either push forward a business objective or, as I said, work with other stakeholders to mitigate this problem.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, Robin, well, thanks for the update on this, and we'll chat with you later.
Pleasure. Thank you.